Greetings, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to 31 Days to Business Startup. Day 21, the new business card. I want to tell you guys this little story real quick before I get started. I manage a lot of people's money, as you know. I always talk about this, and you're probably sick and tired of me saying it. But I took on this new client. I remember I think it was back in 2003, 2004. And I'll never forget they contacted me, right? And they're like interested in hiring me and bringing me on to help them do financial management. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, I took down the name and information, and I think I got it from somebody else. So it was kind of secondhand information. So the first thing I did, quite honestly, the first thing I did was I looked them up online. And can I be completely honest with you, family? I felt like because they didn't have a website, they were not a legitimate business. Yeah, I don't care how many business cards they handed to me. I remember as early as 2000 feeling like if you didn't have a website, you weren't a legitimate business. And I'm here to tell you that I think that's even more prevalent now than it was then. And that was like, oh my God, like 10, 12 years ago. And so, what I'm saying to you, family, today is that the new business card is your website. And it's so funny to me when I see people like handing out their business cards and really all invested in spending a lot of money on these really colorful and engraved and embossed business cards. I'm like, no, honey bunch, like the real business card is website. And so I don't even care what kind of business you have. I don't care if you're the shoe shine guy down at the market. You still need you need a website, because that's what legitimizes you, and that's what gives you credibility, and that's what people think you're real. I mean, nowadays, I don't how many people look at the yellow pages? I don't even look at the yellow pages. I look online. And so I just run into so many entrepreneurs who I don't think they believe me when I say that the new business card is your website. And so that's what I'm talking about today. You need a website, fam. If you got a business, I don't care what kind of business you have. If you're a writer, if you do hair, if you scrub floors, if you make clothing, if you clean houses, I don't care. You need a website, and I'm going to tell you why. For the most part, it does lend credibility to your business. Okay? Because people, and even I arrogantly kind of legitimize people's businesses whether or not they get a website. And I remember this client, what I meant to say about this client was that I almost didn't want to work with them because they didn't have a website. And it's so funny. I was so adamant about that. Like as soon as I started working with them, I'm like, you got to get a website up. Like I can't even work for you unless you got a website. Now that I probably was not right in making that demand, but I think it did increase their business, and it was a good suggestion, so forgive me. Anyways, so having a website does lend credibility. Secondly, it is 24/7. The thing about having a website is check this out. I could be at the club thinking to myself, dang, I know I need to get my hair done tomorrow, which I would be at a club thinking about my hair because I would have gotten my hair done before I went to the club. But anyways, it's just hypothetically speaking. I could be at a club and I'm thinking, oh, I need some t-shirts for my family reunion, and I know this woman, like I remember kind of the name of her business, and I remember her name. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna grab my phone, I'm gonna get on the internet, and I'm gonna Google her name, and I'm gonna Google whatever parts of the name of her business that I think I know, and I'm gonna look for her, right? I'm not gonna look at no yellow pages. I'm not gonna be digging through my purse for no business card that she gave me like 15 months ago, and I don't know where it's at, and I probably used it, to wrap a piece of gum in and throw it in the trash can. Let's be for real. I'm going to look online. So having your website means that you are available to potential customers 24 hours, 7 days a week. The third reason why you want a website is because people all over the globe are looking for you. And the place that they're looking for you is online. So if you ain't got a website, they're never going to find you. So make sure you get a website. The other thing is that, look, in order to do business, you got to what? Communicate. And your website is the best way to communicate about your business. So, how much more simplified can I get when I say communication? Like, that's important. Like, also, just the next thing on my list of things, reason why you want a website is because people will remember your website before they remember your telephone number or your address or other things about your business. People will remember comingoutblack.com. They're not going to remember my business phone number, which I don't even know what my business. I think it's. Anyways, you know what I mean? Like, people can go to comingoutblack.com and they can get in contact with me, and they're more apt to do that than my phone number or even my email address. But the beautiful thing about having a website is that you have a means by which for people to communicate with you. And so just know that, like, nowadays it's not about the business card. It's about your website. The other important reason why you want a website, and I don't care what business you're in, any business, I don't care what kind of business it is, you have the capacity, and I will teach you guys that in the Business Academy, the capacity to generate passive income, meaning this: while you are sleeping at night, you could be making money. And how many people out there want to make money while they're sleeping? I see your hands. I see you nod your heads. I know. So do I. And so having a website is a way for you to be able to generate passive income. And I'll teach you a lot of different ways of being able to do that with your website, but you can't do it unless you got a website, peeps. That's all I'm saying. And then the last thing is that your website is automatic advertising and marketing on the cheap. I mean, you know what I mean? You don't really have to spend a whole bunch of money. You generate this website, and I will have a course on how to create your website. I guess, it's so funny because I've been doing website development for so long. I forget that there are some people out there that just don't even know how to do a website. And so that's part of the Business Academy too, because I've gotten a lot of requests about, well, how do I do my website and how do I set it up? So I'll be teaching you guys that as well. But like I said, having a website is automatic advertisement and automatic means by which to do marketing. People visit your website and they know exactly what you do. You've communicated with them. They know how to contact you. The questions that they have will generally get answered with your website. And so it's a one-stop shop, for your business. And lastly, I wanted to leave you with this little bit of these words of wisdom. Is that because the reason why you want a website is because people do judge a book by its cover. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, that I didn't really think the business was legit because it didn't have a website. That's me judging a book by its cover. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not correct. But it's just the way that we are. And it's the world that we live in. Okay, fam. I hope you got a little something out of this. Be sure to visit me on my website at charlottefixmybiz.com. Oh, yeah. And coming soon is my Business Academy. Now that's where I will provide you with step-by-step training to grow your email list, help you create a sales system to help you increase your sales and profits, and also to do it in a way that feels authentic and focused on top-notch customer service. All right, now take care, fam. Wishing you nothing but peace and prosperity. I'll see you next time.